Hello, my name is Daniel. Welcome to my channel, Live to Read. Today I'm doing a mid-year to be read or TBR video. So I did a TBR video earlier this year, and I pretty much have gone through all the books with the exception of one book I could just not finish. It just wasn't for me, was The Road. I just didn't like sort of the writing style, the format. So I just could not get through that book. I'm on my last book though, which is A Brave New World. So I'm about to finish that, and then I will obviously do a separate video. And so from my mid-year, I have 6 books here that I'm really excited that I picked up. And then obviously the goal here is to try to. These aren't terribly huge books, and hopefully I can get them knocked out in 3 to 4 months, maybe towards the end of the year. So life is full time, so it's always a challenge finding the time to read. But either way, I'm super excited. First book I just read. From this author was Treasure Island, which was an amazing book. So I picked up another book from him, which is Kidnapped by Robert Louis Stevenson. So sort of a same theme of high stakes on the seas. This is about a young man who's an heir to a fortune, and his uncle has him kidnapped and sort of sold into slavery onto a ship. So seems really exciting. Like I say, he's an amazing author. I really enjoy his books. So like I said, that's Kidnapped by Robert Louis Stevenson. Next book is Wind in the Willows by Kenneth Grahame. So I have, a soft spot for any type of stories with animals. And I really enjoy like Animal Farm, Watership Down. So this one deals with a group of friends, a mole, a badger, and a toad, and they sort of go on all types of adventures, and it's sort of about camaraderie and friendship. So that's like I said, Wind in the Willows by Kenneth Grahame. Really excited to read this one. The next one, this is called The Stranger by Albert Camus or Camus. This is more or less about a young man who gets drawn into a senseless murder on an Algerian beach. So I saw this on other YouTube book channels and socials. It's always been suggested. So I thought I'd give this a try. Seems like a fascinating premise. So like I said, The Stranger by Albert Camus. Or Camus. Next is I've heard of this author. I grew up in the '90s, and there was a movie, a sort of family-friendly movie that came out which I thought was really good at the time, was White Fang, and that was by Jack London. So this book is The Call of the Wild by Jack London. So this deals with a Saint Bernard Shepherd mix by the name of Buck, and he is stolen from his owner, and he's put into as a sled dog in Alaska. And I believe this book is from the dog's point of view. So I'm really, like I said, another animal, something with animals. So really excited. I might end up picking up more stuff by Jack London. It's been so long since I've seen that movie. I might pick up White Fang and read it. Another book. This is called In a Lonely Place by Dorothy Hughes. I'm not really too familiar with this book at all. Same thing. I just saw suggested on other booktube channels on YouTube and socials. Seems really fascinating. It's a sort of a LA noir type detective serial killer type story. So it seems really fascinating. But yeah, like I said, I don't know much about it. But looking forward to reading this. This is, like I said, In a Lonely Place by Dorothy Hughes. And then the last book, I read this book as a kid, but now obviously I'm not a kid anymore. It's just almost like starting over. But this is this is an all time classic, and then this is 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea by Jules Verne. I mean, it goes without saying, Jules Verne is a classic sci-fi fantasy author. So I just feel I'm really excited to read this book. This is obviously about the famous Captain Nemo and the Nautilus, and they're going after a squid. So I probably definitely will pick up more other books from Jules Verne, because like I said, it's been so long since I've read any of them. So that's it. Very short and sweet. That's my TBR. Like I said, I'm going to try to get through these in the next several months. So but if you enjoy the content, please like, comment, subscribe. And as always, thank you so much for taking the time to stop by. Thank you.